Hello everybody! Today I'm going to tell you about Georgiy Gongadze, about this historical figure in general, his activity, political position, and definitely stuff connected with his tragical ending of life. Georgiy Gongadze was a Ukrainian social activist and opposition journalist of Georgian origin. He was a public figure, unafraid to speak his mind openly and critical of the authorities as the President Kuchma. Georgiy, it was his nickname, was born in Tbilisi, 1969. His father, Ruslan Gongadze, was a Georgian documentary director famous for his active position and dissident views. Talking of his mother, she was a dentist coming from Lviv, Ukraine. Later, the couple got divorced. The boy studied well at school. He used to attend art classes, take dance lessons, and do sports. Georgiy was good at swimming and athletics. As a student of Foreign Languages Institute in Tbilisi, Georgiy was enrolled in an evening course and learned English. At that time, he worked and didn't give up sport. In 1987-1989, Georgiy performed his military service in Afghanistan. Afterwards, he moved to Lviv, transferred to the Faculty of Foreign Languages in Ivan Franko National University, became an active participant in social and political life of the city, created the Georgian Cultural Center. Here, he married Mariana Stetsenko, a student, but soon they split up. In 1991-1992, Georgiy came back to the motherland and took part in the uprising against the Gongadze, the president, and the civil war. Also, he worked as a journalist in Abkhazia and Ossetia. During the two following years, he became the principal director of the Center of Europe Creative Association in Ukraine and graduated from the university. In 1993, Georgiy visited Georgia so as to create a documentary about the war in Abkhazia, but had to take up arms one more time. After that, he continued with documentary filmmaking. Some of his creations were broadcast on the Ukrainian television. Around that time, Georgiy met Miroslava Petrushin, a law student, whom he married. A couple of years, two daughters were born. In 1995, they both moved to Kyiv and started working on TV. In 1999, he worked as a press secretary for Natalia Vitrenko, a presidential candidate. During the presidential election campaign, he began hosting a radio program. Shortly, the administration of the radio station received threatening phone calls. A year later, he participated in the electoral program of Volodymyr Bakhnovsky, running for the mayor of Vinnytsia. That very year, Georgiy founded newspaper Ukrainska Pravda, the Ukrainian Truth, an online edition which tended to publish materials concerning Leonid Kuchma and people connected with him. At that time, the internet wasn't a popular media, so there were only 3,000 visitors per day. Quickly, unknowns in a car started keeping track of the journalist. They waited for him near his accommodation in the morning and near his workplace in the evening. Georgiy appealed to the Prosecutor General and was told that the automobile in question had been already unregistered. One day, to be exact, it was the 17th of September 2000, Georgiy happened to end his working day, but he didn't come home. It caused a great concern among his colleagues and politicians. Only in 2 months, his dead body was found in the forest. After dozens of investigations carried out, Georgiy Gongadze was finally buried in 2016. In 2005, he was awarded the title Hero of Ukraine.